My name is Jose Alejo. My major was art as an undergraduate, and now my major as a graduate student is counseling education. I chose art because I've always been really passionate about it, and I didn't want to sacrifice my passion for, having a career. I think it's entirely possible to be passionate about something and have a career in it. So I decided to pursue art as an undergraduate student. And since then, I've had a few successful experiences as a professional artist. I'm confident that I'll have a lot more successful experiences coming up. I would say my art is about honesty. I think it's kind of impossible to be honest about everything 100% of the time. There's always a filter, there's always a caution that we have to have in our ordinary lives. And I think what art allows me to do for myself is to be honest about things that are maybe not so socially acceptable to talk about, or maybe not so easy to talk about. And the good thing about art is that you don't have to talk about it with words. You can just say it with color or shape or symbols. One person that really truly inspired me as a student was my professor, Nanette Dearson. She's a design professor at State, and she's also a drawing professor. One thing that I really appreciate about her is that she doesn't put on her professor hat, she treats you as a person before anything else. So you really do feel like you're important in her class, whatever class it happens to be. And you can really truly see her passion. And I think when professors show passion for the subject that they're teaching, it kind of gets everyone else in the room passionate about the same thing. But I think what college does for you, and what Fresno State did for me, is it gave me experiences that really showed me that I was capable and that I was able. And I think there was so much support for me, from professors to organizations to other peers. And I joined several organizations on campus that gave me experience working with different kinds of people. So I really took that experience and applied it for work environments, and I was able to apply for jobs and have something to talk about during interviews, honestly. So I think Fresno State really did set me up for being able to achieve my goals in many different ways, from experience to emotional and college support, career support. Some advice that I would give to Fresno State students who are struggling, or even incoming students at Fresno State, is take advantage of all the resources that are available. It wasn't until my senior year that I realized how many resources are available to students at State. There's a health center, there's a counseling center, there's tutors and writing centers and a career center now. There's just so many resources. And I know for me personally, I struggled a lot as a student. And I think if I had just asked for help, or if I had just taken advantage of the resources that were available at State, my experience would have been so much easier. So I would encourage all students really to take advantage of what's available at Fresno State. I really do think that there's a little bit of everything at Fresno State for everyone. So it doesn't matter what your interests are, what you may be pursuing, what degree you may be passionate about. I think there's something for everyone. And so it's worth looking into organizations and groups and other people who are into similar things that you are. And at the end, the connections you make are what's going to make all the difference. So now as a graduate student, I'm pursuing a major in counseling education with an emphasis in marriage, family, and child counseling. Honestly, going into State as a freshman, I never thought that getting a master's was possible at all, especially for someone with my background, growing up without any family members or relatives who ever pursued higher education. So the thought of a master's degree just seemed completely impossible. But after graduating from Fresno State and having so many experiences that really allowed me to believe in myself, I feel like nothing's impossible, really.